to another River States Conference Digital Media Day from Midway University. This day we're talking about men's and women's golf. I am celebrated 1980s game show host Peter Tamarkin, and I'm talking with someone who's hoping to press his luck as a way to rise to the River States Conference. Otis, please tell me you got the reference.
I did get
yes!
I am old enough.
Perfect! That was a great show, by the way.
That was a good show. Yeah.
But we'll talk about it. We found something to bond about when we're off camera. But now let's strict professionalism. Okay. Let's go strictly talk about golf. Coming into the fall here, I would say most people would call you a very good spring. You had several program records set on the men's and women's side. You won the fall preview, the River States fall preview, pretty comfortably. How good were you feeling at the end of that fall season?
Honestly, I think the last season for us was, there's no really way to say it. It was kind of a letdown for me. Took me a minute to get over it, to be honest with you, and I'm sure the kids felt the same way. First time in a long time one of the teams hadn't won, so it was pretty pretty bad for me over the summer. So my goal coming into the fall obviously was to get us back to the team that we had been in previous years. So what we did this fall was basically what I wanted. We stepped up. Everybody came in and they were ready to go and looked like they had been putting some work in over the summer, which is all something that every coach likes to see that. So I was really happy with that. And then for us to come out in the first tournament and have the showing that we did was fantastic. Like you said, a lot of program records in that first tournament. And then to kind of cap it off with a win at the conference fall preview, which we've done several times, but I think I told them, and I'm sure when you talk to the kids later, they'll tell you my big focus is in spring. So we got to keep that momentum going into the spring and hopefully come out with a championship in spring.
How difficult have the preparations been based on the weather we've had to deal with here this start?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously right now we're just kind of in conditioning process right now. A lot of the kids are finding ways to practice and do things on their own, but as far as team stuff right now, since we come back from the break, just been a lot of conditioning and things like that. We're trying to get our indoor simulators and stuff up and moving. Hopefully have those done by the end of the week, so we can really kind of start getting some more swings in here in the next few weeks, and then we'll start official practice around the 17th of February. So we got a little window here to kind of continue to work, and the kids will tell you I'm a big conditioning guy. I believe that's the reason why we were successful in the past. And so I'm trying to install that work ethic in the workouts just as much as the hitting golf balls and chipping and putting. So hopefully we can get that where we need it to be in the next couple weeks. And then once we start official practice, we'll be ready. Hopefully the weather will change and we'll be able to get out. And I don't think anybody's been outside for longer than 15 minutes if they had to in the last couple of weeks. So yeah. It's been pretty brutal.
And, normally I feel like I'm almost trying to bait people or twist their arm to kind of get them to say, like, it's a conference title or bust kind of season. Right. I don't feel like you're in that vicinity. Like, is that kind of the mindset you're in? With?
Honestly, if there's something more than that, that's what I would be, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it's definitely a conference or bust type thing for me this year. I think we have all the pieces. We have on the men's side, we have a older team. We got quite a few seniors and juniors that have been in the lineup. So I'm really excited about that. On the women's side, it is a little bit of a mixed bag. Freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors. But I think we have everything that we need to win a championship, everything that we need to be successful. So yeah, for me, it's definitely kind of a win or bust thing, because I want this senior class to experience. Some of these kids have experienced it, but a lot of them haven't. So I really want them to really experience that winning and championship and getting to go and compete for a national championship and seeing what that whole scenario is all about. So for me, it's big. It's definitely kind of the end all be all for me this year.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing it. Hopefully, getting you guys back onto that national stage, lifting that River State's conference trophy.
Absolutely.
As we so frequently like to see. Well, thank you, Otis. That'll do for the coach portion. Let's bring on the players. As promised mere milliseconds ago, it's the player portion of River State's Conference Media Day. I am joined by Bree Smith and Jack Bedell of the Midway men's and women's golf teams. So we heard Coach's comments about, his expectations, just what the program are, and just based on what you guys did on the fall. So how well do you feel like everything's coming together as we're heading into spring?
Honestly, I think in the years I've been Midway, we haven't had an upperclassman team that understands that conference is not enough. It's a baseline. The year's never going to be a good year unless we win conference, but that's not the end of the season. So we're kind of learning to treat the postseason like it's our real season.
Okay.
I think being here 3.5 years now, we've won every fall preview that since I've been here, and we've not won a conference yet. And we've had our ups and downs in the seasons, but I have all the faith in this team. We're just like sisters. We're a great family, and I think we're ready to take on this conference this year.
And on the women's side specifically, I know like the men's team's very veteran heavy. The women's has that, but you had some new pieces that really kind of came in and kind of gave you guys a big push in the fall. So just, how exciting has that been to see, older and newer players kind of gelling together the way they have?
Yeah, it's been really exciting. The last 2 years we've had a lot of freshmen coming in. I'm one of the 3 seniors this year. We have a freshman on our team. We have 2 freshmen in the top 5 right now. We have 2 sophomores in the top 5. We have a junior that rotates in and out with some sophomores and freshmen. And it's just nice to see these girls coming in at such a young age and putting in the time and the effort and the hard work to be in the top 5 and know that we're a high standard team. Okay.
And I kind of thought like with you guys, is it, I don't know if reassurance is the right word, but you kind of like, a lot of your key players have been there for several years. Is that so? Is it easy to know just what that expectation is?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to know what to expect going into tournaments, and when you can lean on somebody and when you may have to step up yourself. And honestly, I know what she said. Our camaraderie this year has completely stepped up. We trust each other when we show up to a tournament. We know that you only take 4 scores out of 5, and if someone plays bad, those other 4 are always going to be there to step up and shoot some good scores. And like you mentioned earlier, we had some in the fall. We had some records broken. Won the fall conference by 13 shots. I think we're really learning to lean on each other.
And Coach kind of hit, and this could go for either one of you, that the last spring was highly disappointing, I guess. So was it good to have that bounce back in the fall, or is that just sort of kind of just like a preamble to what you have in the spring?
The way I see it, I always try to look ahead. The way I see it, I think we have a better chance of winning conference this year because we lost last year. It kind of we kind of had 3 years in a row where we won and kind of got it expected, and people thought it was easy, and I think that loss kind of lit the fire that we needed to really take the next step and win by a lot, hopefully this spring.
Being the one in the top 5 that's not won a conference yet, I know the feeling every year of getting second place and being behind the doors of the championship, and I know that feeling. So this year, coming out, new blood, fresh people on the team, I think it's a good way to start the year with breaking these records and shooting our new team low, and I think it really put a fire under us on what we can do.
Okay, before anybody goes, do you have any pointed messages you want to send to anybody else in the conference?
Don't even think about what you're wearing at nationals. We're going.
Yeah,
okay.
We got our uniform list ready.
Oh, perfect. It got juicy real quick. I think that's a perfect time to sign on, Jack. Bree, thank you for joining us. Thank you for that saucy content. We're coming for you. River State's Conference. Point at him. Yeah, unified. Thanks for watching.